Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Truly Rotten Potatoes, Canberra's coolest movie podcast, where we watch all the movies, and they are called movies, and they're all the ones that have really bad ratings on Rotten Tomatoes, usually
Siri,
0.
Play Crazy Frog Axel Foley. Bang bang.
Ring dick dick ding ding, ring dick ding dong dong dong, ring dick dick ding ding, ring.
All right, we're off to a flying start. Imagine if that was our theme song. Anyway, it's kind of inappropriate, the music, because it's a bit of a somber episode today. We normally have
samba.
You're here with Declan. You're here with Declan. We're watching bad movies. We've got Hayden. We've got Morgan, and some of our long-term listeners might recognise that we normally have a fourth member. But how do we even put this, guys? Because
Let me put it to you like this: 3 men. Once there were 4.
Its content is not authorized, says Apple Music.
I'm trying to do this American line.
Oh, sorry.
You
IRA glass. What about IRA? What about IRA grass?
We respect a grass.
You like to smoke the weed. What is IRA?
The only thing that stops me from blowing up all the buildings in Northern Ireland is grass. I'm IRA grass. And once there were 4 men, and they recorded a podcast, but
no good.
sometimes something funny happens. Like,
What about Crazy Frog grass?
do you guys ever listen to
true?
the Daily podcast, the New York Times Daily podcast?
No.
There's this guy called Michael Barbaro, and he's the host, and he sounds quite a bit like Ira Glass, and he does it in the same way. He's a reporter from the New York Times, but he goes like, "This is the Daily today. Here's what you need to know today." And he's got this very similar kind of like nerdy talk radio, like public radio voice. And it drives me crazy. And then when he's interviewing people, because he basically gets a reporter on to talk about like a big story of the day, and then while they talk, he's just going,
God, that's annoying.
I'm like, you don't need to say anything. Yeah.
like he's eating a delicious
Yeah.
piece
Never
of
hang
toast.
out with that guy.
Yeah.
Declan, could you please get back on topic?
We're
sorry. Trying to focus here.
Yeah.
Where is Mitch?
Mitch is taking, I guess, what you'd call a forced leave of absence from the podcast after some inappropriate behaviour, misappropriation of funds.
We have a shared debit card amongst us.
And he just kept ordering Uber Eats off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the sponsorship
You
money
know
is
about
gone.
that?
I know about that. He told me about it.
That's a reference
stayed
to
in my mind.
a different friend that
So,
isn't Mitch.
long story short, he knows what he did. He knows exactly why he's not here.
And I don't know what he did.
Yeah, and we're not going to talk about him anymore, okay? He's done. It's just the 3 of us. Let's keep this. We're talking about The Love Guru from 2008.
We don't need him.
Technically not a 0%er.
Education.
Hey, Mitch.
Leave that Uber Eats alone.
Leave
Leave that debit card alone. We're talking about The Love Guru. It's not on the list. It has 14%. This was Mike Myers' heyday. It's a fun harken back to the comedy where it was just like one guy's vision. He had a character that he maybe improvised around for a bit 10 years before, and he'd already done 3 Austin Powers movies, so they're like, what do you want to do? And he's like, I got this character called the Guru Pitka. It's Deepak Chopra, but it's me kind of doing an Indian voice.
So was Deepak Chopra huge at this point? Like, was he ever particularly
I
huge?
think so. Yeah,
Okay.
he comes in that like new age, kind of Indian enlightenment where people go to yoga and eat like, I don't know, quinoa.
Goji berries.
Yeah,
I
berries.
know his name.
Yeah.
I definitely know his name, but he's no Terence McKenna. He's no Alan Watts.
No, he's...
No Crazy Frog.
Yeah, I think he goes less on the psychedelic side and just more on the you can be a better person if you... And then I think he has those catchy catchphrases that Mike Myers kind of parodies in this as well.
Time does not exist. Ring, ding, 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 bang, 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 ring, ding, 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 ding.
Bob.
Look within yourself, ring, ding, ding, ding.
That's my kind of guru. Someone that
love it.
speaks like that.
He's so good. Can you turn me up a bit?
You're right.
Yeah.
But I know that if Mitch was here, which he never will be again to review this movie, he would have said, I feel like okay. All right.
Bit
there
deeper,
are
a little deeper.
All right.
Yep.
There are a few things I want to touch on about. Okay. Let me just get my. No, you go. No,
Okay.
you.
Now,
And I think at that,
yeah.
we really.
That really sums it up.
That really
doesn't it?
sums up.
And then one of us would have interrupted with like 5 minutes of a riff on the Baby
Crazy
Matrix
Frog,
or something.
Baby Matrix.
Yeah.
And he would have laughed his head off, but then
Yeah.
sort of like admonished us for having made
Yeah,
the
he would have
joke.
given us that look of like, I speak once
Yeah.
every 5 minutes and you guys
and
didn't like took my spot again.
That's right. He would have chuckled
Yeah.
and said, "Come on, guys."
If I could, yeah. And also, if we said something inappropriate, he might have been like, "Oh, I'm not sure I can be that
back
racist."
it up.
Why
Yeah.
can't he just be racist for once?
His face
Drives me
says
crazy.
racist, but his voice says
His body
nosis.
says.
He does have the best probably voice of the podcast.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true. Absolutely.
So it's a bit of a loss. But as I said, we're never going to talk about him again. He's dead to us. I do miss him a little bit, though. Yeah. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
we
I
don't
want
need to
talk
get
about
into
my
that.
feelings.
So in 2008, Mike Myers wrote and
But I
produced.
feel
and
like
I would like to talk about my feelings toward the Crazy Frog. Like, he's kind of sexy.
he's actually pretty cute
He's-
and actually
yeah,
pretty
if you
funny.
think about it,
Can
he's
I
And
ask
actually,
my-
I don't think it's that
It's
bad
actually-
a deal. Like when you
it's a
think
good
about
deal.
$9
No, it's a good
per
deal.
ringtone.
Can I ask you guys a question?
What's your favorite Jamster ringtone?
I don't know, but it's pretty ironic.
do you
I
guys,
joined the
do you guys
Jamster
still
Club.
pay for
Oh, yeah.
polyphonics just
Absolutely.
online?
Yeah.
All right, here's a
Polyphonics
question.
free.
Would you rather, if you had to have, and not sex with, I'm talking a long-term, serious, intimate relationship
You
with,
piqued my interest.
Crazy Frog, Louis the Fly from Morteen's ads. A similarly gruff
Louis the Fly.
CGI character.
You can't trust Louis the Fly. He's a mobster.
Am I incorrect in saying Morteen
Yes.
retired that character by like saying Louis the Fly is dead?
Is that really what happened?
I think so. And
Well,
then
he dies at the end of every commercial, so the conceit would be that if he keeps coming back, it's
Morteen
not a
is
very good
weak
product.
sauce, yeah. But I think they were like, we're going to actually retire him. He's been around for like 50 years. And then people, as they do with change, said, well, hold on a second. I may not buy Morteen.
Or
I may
care
not
about
use
this
it.
product at all.
But I've seen those ads and I don't want that fly out of my life. That fly's been a constant since I was a child. It's the only thing I have to live for is seeing that fly on TV.
I think he got cancelled because, like, there's more to the name than Morteen. You know what I mean? Morteen.
Yeah.
He wanted Morteen.
He wanted Morteen.
He wanted Morgan. Speaking of Morgans, this movie starts, The Love Guru starts with a voiceover from one Morgan Freeman. Now, was that the real Morgan Freeman or was that just a voice sound alike?
I don't know, because as we pan out, it's revealed that it's our main character, the titular love guru, recording into like a
Like a
He calls it a
boombox that has
voiceover
a
machine.
voiceover
It looks like an
yeah.
8-track recorder.
the gag is that it alters his voice to say he's got it switched to Morgan Freeman.
Yes.
Now, I don't know about you guys, because your names are not Morgan, but when I see Morgan Freeman or hear Morgan Freeman's voice, I don't think to myself, me and him share the first name. Now, you guys probably do think that
Yeah, I
the
think
same
that
thing,
all the
because
time.
we
Yeah.
don't have the same name as him. But I'm just wondering, and this is probably something that the listeners would be really interested in as well, because it's a really interesting question. But are there any Haydens or Declans that you don't think, oh, that's my name when you see or hear their voice?
Yeah.
Call in and tell me if you think Declan or Hayden have any Declan or Haydens that they know that they don't think about their own name when they see or hear that person's voice.
Not really the same thing. There is an actor called like Hayden Christensen though, and my middle name is Christopher. So that's
That's
a bit-
funny.
That's
Yeah.
fun. You know, that's funny.
And Daria Morgendorfer has a sister called Quinn
Yeah,
Morgendorfer.
that's so weird.
Yeah.
And
And your
that I
name's
do
Morgan
think
Quinn.
about
Morgan
daily.
and Quinn. And then also in Dexter, there's one character who starts in season 3 whose last name is Quinn, and also Dexter and his sister last name is Morgan. So sometimes there are scenes where they're calling all the cops into a room and they go, Morgan, Quinn, get in here.
And do you know
whoa.
what? That gives me a braingasm.
gives
Just
me-
to
it
hear
gives
and
me
know
a
that.
boner.
Yeah, just to hear and know
Right,
that.
yeah,
And
rock
it's so
hard.
ironic.
Yeah.
And it's such a shame.
That is such
a shame.
it's
So
such a
I
shame.
assumed you were gearing up to do a Morgan Freeman impression.
No.
I was though.
Ring, ding, 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 mom,
Well, that's the Shawshank Redemption monologue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I was going for an older Morgan Freeman. Here's him, sort of modern day. The year is...
The funny thing is, in that part where you said, so the year is, that still sounded nothing like Morgan Freeman. Like, even that part.
Sorry, I should only stick to doing Sam Harris, which you've established on this podcast. I am perfect
is your perfect character.
For some reason, I think the trigger phrase for getting into a Morgan Freeman would be, my ass.
Yeah, I think so.
My ass. My ass.
My ass.
My ass. Turn the pages of my ass.
What does he voice over many films besides the Shawshank?
I think that's a bit
well
of a
known
trope that
for
he
his-
over. Yeah,
yes.
maybe it is just the Shawshank thing. But didn't he do like a documentary series as well?
Oh yeah, he did Into the
Nature.
Wormhole. Into the Wormhole. He does that
Is
voiceover.
that a porno?
No.
Not the version you've seen.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Declan here, just interrupting myself to do a quick fact check. Morgan Freeman was the voiceover for a show called Through the Wormhole, not Into the Wormhole, you idiot, Declan.
Anyway, let's talk about this movie real quick. So we start off with the Guru Pitcoats. It's Mike Myers with a wig and like a beard and stuff.
So you were talking before about maybe this was a character that he'd like improvised for 10 minutes. Is this potentially one of his like SNL
I
characters?
don't think
or
he did it
something
on
that he-
SNL, but I did. I have a vague recollection that he said one time he did like a one-man show and he had Austin Powers in it and he had the Guru Pitka. So I think he had been doing it for a long time.
Was Austin Powers an SNL thing? Or was that just, did that sort of seemingly come out of nowhere?
Yeah, I don't think it was on SNL. I don't think it was before, but I'm
What
not
about the
100% sure.
Wayne brothers?
That was on
Yeah,
SNL.
that was on
Yeah,
SNL?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, there was a
that
good reference to Wayne's World in this, and by good I just mean
Yeah,
a
there
reference
was one.
to.
It was okay.
He was Mike Myers was in a car, and they were listening to the radio in the car, and it went on to Bohemian Rhapsody for a few seconds, and he looked at the camera in a way of like, "Remember when I did that song in Wayne's World? Well, I'm not going to do it this time." And that was it. It was like a little 3-second
Oh,
reference.
that's shit.
Yeah.
I watched Coming to America recently.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen Coming to America, but I watched Coming to America.
Yeah.
And it just seemed to be littered with references to the Coming to
Oh, yeah.
America.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I could sense, but I couldn't laugh at because I didn't understand what they were.
Yeah.
But Eddie Murphy kept looking at me going, "What'd you think of that one?" Yeah. Kept saying that.
Yeah, remember this from 30 years ago?
It's a little bit like the sequel to the Crazy Frog song. Have you seen that? He's
Yeah.
constantly looking at the camera while he goes.
Now,
He winks.
Crazy Frog was
Yes, yes.
like most famous.
What do you want to ask me?
That's Jar Jar Binks as well, but he most famous for his Axel F remix. Are there people that created Crazy Frog that for like 2 years were incredibly rich and successful and had like
No.
the
I think-
Microsoft of their year, and they were like, we're going to be billionaires. We're going to have feature films, TV series.
Wouldn't it just be that like the company that owned Jamster or whatever the fuck company like also owned the rights to that song? Like it would have been the same record label / conglomerate, and they were like, how can we milk some more royalty fees out of this song that we already own?
But
Was it
a
big?
point where it was really popping.
Was it big outside
Yeah,
of Australia?
I think it would have been like
I think it was a
huge in
European
Sweden.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon it started. We get everything late here, especially back then. I think it was already big. But I'm just saying there was a point where whoever owned that IP was like, guys, we are printing
Don't you reckon
money.
they sold it real early? Like they sold it too early?
Every good story
Let's
of,
have a
of
look.
a
I'll bring it
startup
up.
has someone who got burned who was like, I actually animated the first Crazy Frog.
It's not looking anything up.
Yeah, I've looked it up and discovered
And it's all
that,
true.
It's just how you remembered it.
It's all true.
I bet some fuckwit's written some long form bloody article about Crazy Frog.
All right, let's
This
talk
is-
about
Zapping all
the
the,
love
fun
guru.
out
So
of
this
it. Craggy
movie,
frog.
or this muru,
Muru.
this muru is or potato, is
Originally known as
arguably-
The Annoying Thing, is a Swedish CGI.
Oh my God.
What he was
How did
known
I
as
know
the
that?
annoying thing.
I never
Originally
get
known
credit
as the
for
annoying
pulling
thing.
out the
Annoying
craziest
thing.
facts.
That's pretty damn good.
I just wish I got some sort of respect from you guys for saying that it was Swedish.
Yeah.
What pop culture has he popped up in?
Created
since?
in 2003 by actor and playwright Eric Vernquist.
See, this dude, I'm telling you, there was a point where he was like, I was writing serious plays, I was auditioning for Swedish dramas, and I made $10 million from Crazy Frog, and I thought that was my life. But
Imagine
fortunately, it died, and the rest of my career did.
Imagine if Hamilton never took off and Lin-Manuel Miranda just had to come up
Was
with
most
the,
famous for
the
some
most
sort of-
irritating object or something that turned into the wacky toad. Yeah, so this film is arguably Mike Myers' high point in his career. And it starts just like his sort of demo versions of this movie, you might say, the Austin Power trilogy. You know, they're so-so.
Yeah.
It has a musical number.
It has 3 musical numbers.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like one in the beginning, one in the middle, one at the end.
Those numbers are 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Yes, for any of the players at home.
He did start to do musical numbers in the Austin Powers movies. Can
A lot
anyone
of Burt
name?
Bacharach
That's the
songs.
two of
Yes. Yeah, bit of Burt Bacharach. There was
What
one
do you get
in
when you fall in love?
there was one in Goldmember where for some reason they sing "It's the Hard Knock Life" in jail. You guys remember this?
I don't remember that movie very well.
Never wanna fall in love. I never wanna fall in love.
Yeah. So he does that in the first one, and then in the second one he does another one where he's like,
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Burt Bacharach.
and Mr. Elvis Costello, and then they do like a duet together.
That's right.
What was that
Yeah.
song? That's a good song.
Raindrops keep falling on my head. That's one of them.
Yeah, and then also ring ding 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 dong dong.
Drop keep dreaming on my head.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Crazy Frog.
So what are the 3 in this one? What does he start with?
I don't know. I don't know.
Each
yeah,
one
one
starts with him playing a sitar.
One of them was it was fucking God. It was something lame. The opening one.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's move on
Did he do
then.
Magic Carpet Ride? He didn't do that.
Nah.
He didn't do that.
They do,
Thank
I think.
Christ.
Yeah.
I did like that he had a magic carpet-esque thing that he
I
sat on.
didn't.
It was just
Like-
on
I didn't
wheels.
like
Yeah,
that
but
at
like
all.
when he reversed in it, it went doot doot
Yeah.
doot.
I don't know.
It was very Austin Powers when he
It was
gets.
very ostentatious.
Yeah, but when in Austin Powers when he gets in that
Ostentatious
vehicle and in like
Oh,
Doctor
yeah,
Evil's
yeah,
lair,
yeah.
and he's always like trying to reverse
that's
and
a-
stuff.
That was I'll Never
Yeah.
Fall in Love Again was Burt Bacharach and Elvis Costello. So the other one.
Yeah, the other one was Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head.
No, it wasn't.
It was, I
No,
swear.
it wasn't. It was What the World Needs Now. And then it goes
Yeah.
into this like ba 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 boom doo 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 doo.
Yes, you're
7/8.
right. So where's Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head? Is that not in the movie either?
I don't even think that's a real song, man.
We
I think
probably-
you what?
We probably
shit
shouldn't
up.
be talking about the soundtrack of Austin Powers.
Yeah, the demo
All right,
version.
so I don't remember what the very first one was, but it definitely ended with him doing the Joker, the one that's like, because I'm a Joker.
Yeah.
I'm a smoker.
I enjoyed all of
I'm a
these songs,
midnight
except for the first one.
smoker.
Because
Get my
it was
something on the run.
it was reflective of the start of the Austin Powers movies where he's doing like a help Beatles thing. He's running away from all the Beatlemania fangirls and stuff in Austin Powers. And it's really funny because he's got his, he keeps hiding
9
behind
to
fruit
5.
objects.
That's what it starts off with.
9 to 5.
That's not 9 to 5, is it?
No, that's
It's
shake it, baby. California.
by Dr. Dre.
He wasn't doing Tupac. How did 9 to 5 starts really similar to that, I swear. Because I remember him playing the sitar. Because it's like, stumble out of bed and there's something in the kitchen.
Yes, it goes like that.
Yeah, but stumble out of bed and I stumble in the kitchen.
Ding, 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 wrong, dum, 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 dum. Ba, ba, ba.
Anyway,
I didn't like it.
We learned that he's a affluent Indian guru, advice giver man who has
Supported by John Oliver.
Yeah, hold on, we'll get into that.
painful. But he has like a
The joke they
mansion,
keep
right?
doing is when he does the Morgan Freeman introduction is that the town he lives in has a population of 76 people and it's called Heron Makista.
Yeah, I don't get
I'm
it.
from the town of Heron Makista.
Hair on my keister.
Yeah, like Heron Makista.
Haran Makista.
Yeah, and they keep doing this. They probably do it 5 or
Yeah,
6
sure.
times.
Well, let's
Heaps
talk
of these.
about the silly words and names
Yeah.
that they have in other cultures for a second.
Sure, like in India,
Yeah.
right? They have something called
Butter chicken.
what is that?
yeah.
That's karate.
No thanks. I'll have my nice, calm, not so spicy meat pie.
I'll keep my butter on my bread and my chicken in my Subway, please.
Buttering a piece of chicken.
Yeah.
Chicken on
Rogan
the barbecue.
Josh, I don't know about Rogan Josh, but maybe a little Joe.
Joe Rogan,
you know
yes,
what I mean?
please. I'll have a little check, please. A little chick, please.
Ugh.
Good Lord. All right, so I give this movie...
And that's the pod. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
that.
All right, so we could do a quick plot to this. He's the Guru Pitka. He wants to be like Deepak Chopra. His only goal is to go on Oprah. and then we cut to in Toronto. There's the Maple Leafs, which is a hockey team. They're not called. They're called the Toronto.
Forgot about
Maple
all the
Leafs.
hockey shit.
The whole plot is about. I think Austin Powers or Mike
We should
Myers.
also touch on
is from
John
Toronto.
Oliver's character is like he's like sort of like the straight man, sort of.
Is he a manager or
money
something?
man who's like, hey, let's get you onto Oprah. Let's
Yeah.
get you to overtake Deepak Chopra. You're not good enough. And Mike Myers is the guru, the love guru. I'm going to call him because I can't remember his name. Pitka.
Yeah.
Is like wrapped up in that. And it's like, yeah, I do want to overtake my rival Deepak Chopra. I
Yeah,
wanna be
but
the
they're
best.
kind of friends. They came up together.
Oh, that's right. There's a backstory.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you see this horrible CGI of Mike Myers' adult face on a child's body next to they're like 12 years old and they're going to like guru school, and Ben Kingsley is doing this cross-eyed guru. It's very slapstick. It's very insulting.
Who is it?
Sir Ben Kingsley.
I don't know who that
He
is.
played Gandhi, which I think was part of the joke. Like,
Yeah, he played Gandhi.
I don't know anything about movies. I should
What
really
else is
join
Ben?
a different
He's
podcast
in The
about
Mandarin.
Crazy Frog.
he's in Sexy Beast.
Yeah.
is what it's called.
Yeah.
I used to
Where to
see that at Video 2000. Sexy Beasts and Where to Find Them.
The Harry Potter sequel.
J.K.
What's his
Rowling.
name?
Ben Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley. Sir.
You're not talking about
Sir.
Kingsley's, the popular
I
chicken.
am talking
That's a
about
very
Kingsley.
Canberra-centric joke.
I am talking about Kingsley's. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's. Awesome
But
chicken.
the chips, they should say Kingsley. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's. We
Awesome
accept that,
chicken.
but we do have awesome chips.
I would go to a place if they just...
Now,
Yeah.
all right. So for people that don't know, Kingsley's is like a local
He
fast
was
food
born
place.
Krishna Pandit Banji.
Yeah, he is Indian.
Oh, that's
Ben
not
Kingsley.
fair.
I don't like this movie.
So Kingsley's right, guys. There's like 3 or 4 of them around. They have a phrase. It's a very Canberra-centric thing. But what's the second part of their catchphrase is
Unbelievable chicken,
Unbelievable.
awesome chips.
It's
For some reason,
they've changed it a few
For
times.
some reason, I just thought it was like so chicken, awesome chips,
Yeah.
or like pretty good chicken, awesome chips.
For a while, it was just chicken, awesome chips.
we have chicken and awesome chips.
The chips are awesome.
But what makes
It's
them
a shame
awesome
you
is
can't
that
get
it's a
them
crinkle
delivered.
cut. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
Just
And then-
deep fried crinkle
No, they're
cut.
pretty good though.
Yeah,
put some
good.
vinegar on there, some
Yeah.
They're
gravy.
quite good chips.
I believe Kingsley's is owned by an Indian family as well.
It's a guy
Fuck,
called
now I have
Kingsley.
to stop eating that.
Literally,
as
it's a
well.
guy called Kingsley. Yeah, he's been putting ads out at the moment. He's always he's trying to get into local politics all the time. He's always like,
Really?
yeah, throwing his weight around the old local business.
The number of times I've searched Kingsley's home delivery.
Yeah, they won't do it. It's the saddest place when you go in there. But what I like is the consistency from day dot. It's yellow and red everywhere when you walk
Yeah.
inside. Plenty of space to walk
Chicken,
around.
yellow.
Yellow, red, and I know for a
Seats,
fact that they only
red.
pay their employees $5.50 an hour because I once auditioned for a job there.
Wait, $5.50 an hour, $15.50 an hour.
$5.50 is what they were offering.
How old are you?
$5.50
I
is
was
well
12.
below.
I was 12 years old.
12.
Yeah, but you can't pay $5.50 to anyone.
That's well below minimum wage. Wait, can 12-year-olds?
Yeah, I don't. I
Take
thought
the
you had to
job?
be 14 back when I was a kid, and so that's probably why they could pay you whatever the fuck they wanted.
I'm going to
Roughly
straight up
12.
say on the record, I doubt your memories.
I doubt that I was
Five-
12, but $5.50. I'm getting one of these numbers right.
$15.50 perhaps makes more sense.
No way.
You would've
No
taken
way would
that.
they
You
pay a
would've taken that
14-year-old $15.50.
Yeah, okay.
Not a chance in Flaming Hill. But in Bell's Dry Cleaners, which was also owned by an Indian gentleman,
And another place you auditioned for?
and I auditioned and got the role.
You worked at Bell's Dry Cleaners?
Yeah, in Arundel.
Whoa.
Right around the corner from Kingsley's Chicken. Awesome chips.
Was there? Oh yeah,
There was a Bell's there. It was connected to Foxy's Fast Photos.
Foxy's Fast Photos.
But
now.
they were
There's a
accidentally
fucking place.
they were accidentally
Love a
paying
bit
me
of Foxy's.
manager's wages.
They accidentally paid
Yeah,
you.
I was getting paid like $35 an hour, but I was only working on a Saturday. And then it was like, oh yeah, this is fine. This is how I thought. And I was,
This is what money is for a 14-year-old.
I was ironing trousers all wrong. Like I was not doing not doing a good job. And then like 4 weeks later, the guy came to me and was like, you've been paying. You've got to pay us back.
No.
And I was like, well, no,
No.
I won't. But you can reduce my
you can
my
fix the
payment.
problem. That's
You're like, I can share this box of nerds I bought with the money, but I can't give you the money back. It's gone.
Yeah.
I once kept getting paid for one of my early jobs for 3 months after I was
Gone.
not let go, fired. Well,
Oh, yeah.
not fired.
Not let go. Fired.
Decided to move on. They just kept paying me.
Who decided it though? They did.
No, I left.
Oh, that's a win though. Because if
Yeah, it's a huge
actually,
win. I
if
left
they
and they
fired
kept
you
paying
and
me.
kept paying, I reckon that's even more of a win.
Yeah, probably. That probably is. But yeah, I like messaged my old manager. I was like, hey, I'm still getting paychecks. And he's like, I'll check it out. Another month passed. Nothing. Like, called him. Can you stop paying me? I'm scared of what'll happen.
Yeah.
Because I'm a pussy.
They must have been rolling in it. But I tell you
Yeah.
what is a huge win.
They're like, it's a tax deduction for us to just keep paying you forever.
I watched The Nugget the other night with Eric Bana
Yeah.
and Stephen Curry.
How many times have you watched that movie?
I've
Yeah.
never seen it.
What?
Oh, no, you watched the chip shop one.
Takeaway.
Which is Vince Colosimo, you damn Greek racist.
What were we talking about the
Are we
other
allowed
day?
to say WOG?
Let's get Skace.
You and me say
Oh,
WOG?
you and I, yeah, we've got what, like 1/8 Italian blood,
I was
absolutely.
going to say WOG.
Yeah, you should know. Just.
But yeah,
you've got citizenship, haven't you?
that's true. I got
Yeah, so
Italian.
you're full.
I got Italian citizenship.
You're fully blown
so I
Italian.
can say it. But I won't say it because it's. But yeah, there was a Win News truck in the movie The Nugget. So there you go.
News
That
is
was a-
regional. No.
Yeah, win is everywhere.
It is? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, that's a win.
Yeah.
Still cool. Still cool to see
That's
that
fucking
shit in the
sick.
flesh, you know. But yeah, I did. I saw that movie with Eric Bana and Stephen Curry. They were also in the movie.
Hey, what would Eric Spanner sound like? That's about it.
Have we ever done an impression of Chopper Reed on the podcast?
No, you haven't. Can you?
Tell us your
I can
biggest...
do a facial one.
That's great.
Oh, wow.
It looks really
Yeah.
good. For
It's
the
like I
listeners
was
at
there.
home, he looks just like Chopper Reed.
just
Now
like I was there.
do Chopper watch.
So he reads, he watches, he listens.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Chopper listen. I hear no Chopper.
All right. If
Speaking
Chopper
of
was
Chopper.
watching, he'd be like, "You boys seen the Nugget? There's a fucking Win News truck in it. It's fucking sick."
Is that what he's?
I don't know. I don't know. I think he's dead, so he doesn't sound like a whole lot.
If
So that's a good impression
If I
you did
were
before then.
his friend, I would call him Helicopter Reed.
All right, let's talk about the Love Guru. Not only is John Oliver in the movie, but so is Stephen Colbert, and they both came from.
Colbert.
He was the news anchor.
He was him and Jim
Oh,
Gaffigan
that's
was
who
the
that
sports
was.
cast.
Slowly losing his
I was
mind.
thinking, he's quite funny in this. That's the only time I've ever found Stephen Colbert funny.
Very funny.
Because I
in,
just thought he was the guy that was the commentator in basketball. I just thought it was the same guy. I was
Oh,
like,
wait.
oh yeah, that's funny.
Who was the commentator in
I don't
basketball?
know.
I don't know.
Well, I watched Dodgeball recently, and
That's
you got
Jason Bateman and Gary Cole,
Gary
isn't it?
Cole.
Gary Cole owns.
I love
Yeah.
Gary Cole in everything. He just seems to have a
Brady
good
Bunch?
agent who picks the right movies, like Office Space, The Brady Bunch, Veep.
Yes.
He's in Veep.
Yeah.
Gary
But he's
Cole's Half
also
Hour of
in
Excellence.
West Wing.
He's in
Yeah.
West Wing.
West Wing and
Yeah.
Veep. That's
He can play both.
He can play both.
gay and straight.
Brady dad and politician.
So yeah, it often cuts to Stephen Colbert and Jim Gaffigan doing a bit of some semi-improvised kind of sports
I'll
craster.
take Stephen Colbert.
Oh, Stephen Colbert
Yeah.
was also very funny in Curb Your Enthusiasm in the arc where they do the producers with David Schwimmer.
Who is he in that?
He's just
I guess it's
he's
himself,
in one episode. I think it's episode 10 of season 4. Just before Larry David goes on stage, he walks up to him and says, "You will fail." But I can't remember why that happened.
Is he playing himself?
No, he's playing like a tourist in New York, and he's like, "Honey, we should go see the producers." And then Larry's like,
his,
"Nah, I don't think you should see it." Something like that.
Wasn't his first thing the Sarah Silverman show?
No, he was
Right,
on.
that.
He wasn't on Sarah Silverman. He was on
write
Dana
it?
Carvey show.
Oh god.
So he was on.
look him
I think
up.
he's like a Second City guy. He was
Yeah.
on the
The
Daily Show.
Second City.
Second City, Chicago,
Chicago
improv.
improv, baby.
So it's where Mike Myers is from.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But also Steve Carell and Stephen Colbert came
Yeah.
up together,
They were like a pair.
and
Then they both got jobs on the Daily Show.
yeah. But Carell was always way better than Colbert.
Then Carell went big, and Colbert had his own show called The Colbert Report. So he was doing news parody stuff for a long time, and now he does a late night show.
Yeah.
And so does John
'cause
Oliver. That was my whole point.
He
They
used
they
to
both
do,
did the Daily Show. Now they both have late night shows about the news and talking.
He used to be
about
really
current
funny
events.
because he did the Daily Show in a sort of ironic right wing character way.
Yes.
Like he was doing
Yeah,
a
he was
Bill,
playing an
Bill
over-the-top
O'Reilly thing.
Bill O'Reilly, yeah.
And it just it made perfect sense then. Now it doesn't really make sense. Plus he then dropped that whole persona.
He's a good interviewer. I really like Colbert. Anyway, he was kind of funny in this. They had an opening joke where they first introduced him, where he was talking about basically like the Toronto Maple Leafs are playing really bad because Romany Malco, their star player's wife, left him, and then he has this random joke where he's like, and there was a vicious attack on Judi Dench that I apologize for. I hope the stitches come out soon.
Yeah, and then it showed a picture of somebody with like bandages all over their face. That was pretty funny. And that's just a little insight into this character who, as the film progresses and we go back to these anchors, we see him, his mental health slowly deteriorate in a very funny way.
He becomes like an alcoholic and then they introduced Justin
What do you think
Timberlake.
is the funniest part of deterioration of mental health? I'll start with you.
For me... I'd have to say...
Be honest.
Yeah, if I had anything funny to say, I'd be saying it. But as I don't, I'm going to keep stalling. And it's just, I'm coming up empty on empty, so I'm going to pass.
Actually, I've been sitting here while you've been vamping and not being able to come up with anything funny about it.
104.7, and we're talking about mental health deterioration. Get
What's
down
the
to
funniest
I
part
think
of...
it's funny. You know those guys who like wait at the traffic lights and they just want money for drugs? 'Cause
That's right.
They are so funny. Have you
What about those
seen-
people that have totally cracked and they just go straight through every red light that they see, trying to actually cause and instigate
Yeah.
accidents? What about those sort of
I don't
people?
like
Like
them.
they stay in the overtaking lane and they're just going for the head on, like the old, like we've got a homeless fella that sits out the
Oh, you've
front
got
of my
one,
work.
have you? I've been thinking of getting one for myself.
Well,
Lovely.
I don't recommend
Where
it.
do you put him?
There's certain levels to homelessness, of which is a
Sure,
cause
level
that I'm
1, level
quite
2.
empathetic for. I don't want to sound any mean here, but this guy is what I would call a
Piece of
grumbler,
shit. A real POS.
grumbler. A grumble bum, I guess, could be the term.
Grumble Bum is in the computer
And
room.
so it is like a little bit unnerving.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
What is that
I
reference?
think I know what that is.
I went on.
Grumble Bum is in the
I
computer.
think
room.
it was Kiama we went to when I was a teenager, and you know, at one of those knick-knack stores, there's just little things you can buy to hang up on the wall, and it was a piece of wood that somebody had just sketched into it. Grumble Bum is in the computer room.
Did you buy it? Why
I
do
bought
I
it.
know it?
Yeah, I bought it and took
hang
it home and
outside
hung it
the
up
room?
in our family home in Gowrie for like a decade, and just hung it up.
Where? I'm trying to envision.
I think in Lauren's room, which then
that's
turned
so
into
funny.
the computer room, I suppose.
Grumble Bum.
Grumble Bum is in the computer room. But anyway, yeah, this guy's a real grumble bum.
Yeah, and like he probably has pretty hardcore schizophrenia or whatever.
What is in the computer
So fucking dumb.
room? What's a computer room?
Yeah.
I know they used to exist. I think it was
Yeah.
in Putry's house for the
Yeah, there are
following
bloody
decade.
computers everywhere.
Every
In your
room's a
pocket,
computer
mate, you know what I
room.
mean?
Yeah, the computer room is my pocket.
My pocket is Grumble Bum is in my
Yeah.
pocket.
Anyway, this guy, when you walk past him, he's often like, you know how sometimes they'll mutter to themselves or just be silent? This one will be like, and it's kind of scary. Like, I was walking next to just a lady who also worked. I don't know her. We just happened to be walking out. And this guy was, grumbling at her. Long story short, he was grumbling, and it's kind of scary because, some people will panhandle or say like, hey, can you spare any change? Or just be muttering to themselves. But this guy like kind of grumbles at you in like a scary growly way. Growl. I reckon he growls more than he grumbles. Yeah. He's like, and you're like, oh, okay. Do I need to, protect this person that I'm walking towards? Because that's just, in this day and age, sir, that's inappropriate to growl at me and this young woman.
They shouldn't do that.
How young is the woman?
I'm going to say 26.
Wow.
26. Wow. Oh, wow.
That is young.
26.
That's
What a number.
Can we talk about...
Can we talk about
You know what I did? I went down to
Ladies.
him and I said, if you want to talk to that 26-year-old professional
Again,
woman,
26. Wow.
you're going to need yourself a love guru. I've got us back on topic.
Wow.
Guru Pitka.
Yes. Anyway, so we're the Toronto Maple Leafs
Toronto Maple.
are run by Jessica Alba, who's obviously inherited it from
She's
her,
not good in this
her
movie.
rich
Is she a
father.
good actress?
I don't
Or
think
actor?
she's ever known for being like particularly a good actress. But,
not very good in
but
this.
just like a good
You know
looking
who's bad in this? We'll get to it.
Mike Myers.
Justin Timberlake.
All right. Well, yes. So she owns the hockey team that is struggling because Romany Malco, the star player, his wife has left him for an opposing player on a different team who's played by Justin Timberlake. He's a French-Canadian guy called Jacques Lecoq grande because he has a big penis.
Is he meant to be French Canadian?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
His accent sounded
It's
a
French.
lot like he was being Mexican or something.
Well, they're both on the border of the United States, aren't they? Canada
Yeah,
and
same shit, right?
Yeah, but he's doing French. I'm pretty sure.
It sounded very much like he was doing Mexican.
I feel like back in the day, the joke used to be that guy has a small penis, or like his penis is so small, and then at some point around the mid 2000s, it flipped to like that guy's penis is like hitting the floor and it's chonk anytime he pulls his pants down, that kind of stuff. And that's what this movie is. This is right in the center of that. So yeah, Justin Timberlake is French and has a big dick. That's his character.
And he's a better hockey player.
He's a goalkeeper though, isn't he? So it's like
a bit weird, isn't it?
it just means they're going to come head to head at
True.
the end. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're gonna come head to head if you
With
know
that,
what I mean.
like, and the fact that his nickname is Lecoq, like this movie has a lot of puns and a lot of wordplay. Just calling him Jacques Lecoq Grande is not very clever. Like there are ones in
Compared
here
to the
that
other
are
ones,
a
yeah.
bit more clever.
I agree.
That's
So there's
in
a
the nail on the
right,
head.
so this guy on the Maple Leaf team can't play properly because he needs his girlfriend back.
Yeah,
and he's
his
constantly-
hands keep shaking and he just can't focus on the game. He's playing terribly. So Jessica Alba goes, "Oh, I know what we need. We need to bring in a love guru to help you set your mind straight and help us win some games because we're going to lose the Stanley
what
Cup."
It's for. That's why he's there. That's what he's doing.
And then so she goes off to like one of his conferences or performances where
Yeah.
lots of people come and gather and they listen to his wisdom. He gets up on stage and there are lots of gags where
Lots
he,
of
like,
acrostic poem
Yeah, that's
gags. So he'll be like, intimacy is into me, I see. And just wordplay about that. He just keeps showing words.
and then like each word will be like, you know, like I can't think of any of them
Yeah.
because I didn't take notes, but yeah, each letter of the word will.
Oh, well, let's say it. Nowhere, now, here. I mean, let's just say it.
yeah, that's one of
the
the
examples.
But that's not
being
a
so brave,
yeah.
Morgan.
One of them is drama, but I forget what the DRAMA
Yeah,
are.
that
But
was-
that's
that was
like
shit.
the whole
There's a bunch of
movie
shit
is
stuff.
structured around that one. Like
Yeah, he
he
had to
works
go through
Romany
the-
Malco through
Yeah.
all of those
And
letters.
you get a little shot of John Oliver. He's working the desk. He's sort of in control of the visuals. And so you get this feeling that he's sort of the brains behind the operation. And
that's
that
right.
He's
The
really
money
given
man.
it his all.
He's trying to manage this career. and
Speaking
squeeze
of
as
brains, I found the character of the Guru Pitka to be quite hard to get a grasp on. I was like, okay, so this guy, he's not a charlatan. He's not he's not a white American guy
He's a good
pretending to be
charlatan.
Indian. He was legitimately raised in India under these Guru people and trained just like Deepak Chopra. So he's not like just there to be like, I'm really just a dirty guy who puts this wig on and takes money from rich Americans. So he's kind of a well-meaning guy, but he's also a bit of an idiot, but he's also just kind of silly and fun as well. And
I don't find that confusing at all. I
is
think
he good at his job though? Is he effective? That was what I was wondering. I'm like, is he an idiot or is he actually good at what he's teaching, or is he just
honestly,
a bit of
there are
both?
so many similarities between him and the Austin Power character, which is exactly that, right? Austin Powers is
Like a good
a good spy who's
Yeah.
dumb
Yeah.
and also like well-meaning. It's
Yeah.
literally the same character, except. And so I think that I found that about him fun and enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
And like I was never at any point being like, oh, it's a bit weird that he's like portraying an Indian man when that role could have gone to a real Indian.
No. They
No, but it could have.
they gave that background
If-
to cover that issue.
If
Speaking of brains, did I ever tell you guys about the time in year 3 that there was
some of my brains.
Yeah, that there was a brain. We were dissecting sheep's brains as a. I don't even.
I
fucking
never
know.
would you
did
ever
that.
tell me
I
that?
always saw that on American science class movies and stuff, but I never have done that
What
myself.
American science class movies?
Just
have you
any
seen?
any
What
TV
are
show
your
set in a
fav-
high
What are
school.
your favorite American
Well,
science
let's
class
just say
movies?
it.
Weird
Let's just
Science,
say it.
maybe?
Season 6, episode 12 of The Simpsons, Lisa the Vegetarian. With
That's
the,
not a movie.
Oh yeah. Well, let's
It's not
just
a-
say
it's
it.
not an
It's
American
not a
Either
science
way,
class
yeah.
movie.
There's always like we're cutting open a frog. I never did that in school.
I don't
I
even
think
know where
we
they would have got the
did.
brains from. Like,
think
where do
we
you
did.
get 24 sheep's brains?
You can buy them, I think, from a butcher or whatever.
I guess that's where they get them. But for what reason other than to dissect them? Do
That
people
is
eat
such
them?
a weird thing to be like, hey, 14-year-old, cut open this sheep's brain. Why? Just in case you
Yeah.
ever become like a neurosurgeon or a butcher.
We just looked inside them and there was
Yeah.
no conclusions drawn.
It's not like you're
This
putting
is
it
what it
through an MRI and like learning all this stuff about how its brain works.
Yeah.
You're just like, well, so here's the guts of the brain and here's the heart of the brain.
Yeah.
Which is, I never took it, so I assume that's what's inside.
So we all dissected these brains in the wet room. Did you guys have a wet
we had wet
room
rooms.
in primary school?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was just where we painted.
Yeah, we call it the wet room.
Painted blood on the
And
walls.
that's the end of the story. No, but we dissected all these brains, and then like a few weeks went by, and there was this smell in the facility, in the unit. And at first, Frank, the janitor, found like a couple of dead rats in the air conditioner or something. Good. And then one day I was sitting next to my good friend, Anthony Harms. And I just outright accused him of pissing his pants. I'm like, did you piss your pants, dude? It smells really bad. No, you did. You pissed your pants.
Oh my God.
I know it. And then, like, a week later, Miss Narayan opened
It's
up.
a very inside
Yeah.
names.
Yeah, she was like, so we did find out she did find out what the smell was. We did find out what the smell was. And the smell was coming from the wet room, and it was in one of these desks. Do you remember the plastic desks you could just lift up and you could keep all your shit in there? And there was a brain in there.
Ew.
And then she was like, does anybody know how this got here? Whose brain was it?
And then you're like, but Anthony pissed his pants.
yeah, at least I didn't piss my pants. But then I remembered, like, oh, that's just the sort of thing that I would do, is like put something away for later and be like, oh yeah, I'll get back to this. I'll get back. And then
Was you?
It was me. And
Oh.
I had put it in the desk and just left it there.
man.
Like, I'll get back to it later. Everybody else was like, no, I'm throwing my brain out. I was like, no, I'm going to come back and have a look at this weird
This is
brain.
primary school.
I've heard of brain
Yeah.
freeze, but I've never heard of
Brain
brain
cheese.
drawer. Putting a brain in a drawer.
Yes, you have. I know you have. That's what's so funny
I didn't
about
take that class in high school,
Brain
neither.
drawer.
All right, so what else do we need to say about
Jessica
this
Alba
movie?
comes to the thing. The other gag is that he's constantly saying things and saying just like I say in my book, and then he,
Yeah, and
like,
it has
pulls
a
out
different book.
and it's like a really long title. And again, I didn't.
Sometimes
write
they're
any of
just
it down.
like children's phrases. They're just like, I know you are, but what am I?
Yeah,
that
that's
kind of
right.
thing.
Yeah, some of them are really bad. And like when you think about like that's an opportunity in a
Yes.
writer's room to just sit down and
Have
knock
the
those
best
out for
one.
half a day. That'd be
Yeah.
heaps of fun. But
And
none of
you
them-
know that it's not an improv because they've gone and made the prop and
That's
they've
right.
printed the cover because he always holds it up. He has 100 books and they all have
they're
stupid-
missed
The
opportunities.
first
Yeah.
book, no, what was the first book? You guys just said it.
I can't remember.
Was
I
it?
know you
No,
are.
the-
What am I?
No, the first one that he holds up is like, something is wrong and I don't like it, so stop doing that thing. Or something.
Yeah.
That was very funny.
Yeah,
I thought
they
that was
get very specific to like the conversation he's happening.
Yeah.
Where he's like, just like one of my books, and then he says it. It was an all right joke. I don't mind like a few of these runners. I just didn't think any of the wordplay was particularly like clever.
Like you mean the acrostic things?
Yeah. I didn't mind Into Me, I See, and I didn't mind Now Here. Those sounded like they could just be real ones from
One
like
of
a
them was a
Depop.
Jizza song. Bible, basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Oh,
and he
yeah,
says,
yeah.
that's mine. I came up with that.
Yeah.
That's like a literal
Yeah.
old hip hop track.
I agree that it wasn't funny, but for some reason I still enjoyed him giving the lecture in the same way that I like watching Alan Watts or used to enjoy a bit of Jordan Peterson. Just like somebody just absolutely going for it and being like, this is what I think.
Yeah.
Everybody should agree that this is the way. I mean, come on now. The presuppositions that people assert upon
What's Jerry
these things.
Seinfeld doing here?
Yeah.
I was doing Alan Watts.
Okay.
There's the name of the guru, Ben Kingsley, is Tuggin Mipuda.
That's right.
Which is, again, not that good. But yeah, we see this weird little CGI Mike Myers, and there's a lot of physical gags that are just like Ben Kingsley going cross-eyed and like pouring tea through his nose and stuff like that.
that
and then
stuff's crap.
And then Mike Myers drinks it and he like finds a booger in it and he's like, oh. And yeah, it's very like, this would be funny if you were like 8 years old, but unfortunately I'm not. There's
That
also
is unfortunate.
yeah.
And
What
yet,
about
Rick Mail manages to make that stuff
Yeah,
really
exactly.
funny in the young
In the young
ones.
ones?
It's just still funny.
yeah? What about the one where Ben Kingsley is asking Mike Myers as a kid, like, what happened to your parents? And he's like, my parents were missionaries, and then before that they were doggy stylists, or after that they became stylists for doggies. It's like, oh, okay.
Funny.
So they worked in doggy style before the missionary position. And then Mike Myers does this improv where he goes, very funny, my parents are dead. And he's like got that stupid like adult-sized head on a kid's body. Yeah.
I really wish I'd written down some of the moments that made me laugh. It's such a
What
shame.
about the celebrity cameos? We got Val Kilmer in there for a
Sure
second.
we
We
do.
got Jessica Simpson
Sure
at the
we
height
do.
of her fame.
Yep.
And then we've got Mariska Hargitay,
Yep.
as we mentioned in a previous episode.
And they just smash them all into like 10 seconds, don't they? Like he's literally just meeting and
Yeah.
greeting them.
There are more, aren't there? I can't think of
there
more.
is
Not in that
Oprah.
moment. There
There
are
is.
others later in the...
There's a
Wait,
fake Oprah.
Oprah's not actually in it, though,
Yeah.
is she? Yeah.
They've like voice-overed her and still used a bit of stock footage of her
Yeah.
from her show, but they don't actually have her in
I
it.
wonder why they couldn't get Oprah.
Yeah.
Harkens back to
Oprah
when they had
sucks.
Jerry Springer on Austin Powers,
Yeah.
too.
He did love his like current pop culture, worlds. It's funny because Oprah just did that big interview with Harry and Meghan that like a lot of people are talking about.
Why do people like Oprah so much?
I think because she
Why
gets
not?
she gets to it.
Gets
She
to the
gave
heart.
people cars.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That is true.
I watched some of that interview with Meghan Markle and Christmas Harry.
Chris Cornell.
Christmas Harry? Is that his name?
Yeah, Christmas
I think
Harry,
it's
Chris
just-
Cornell, and Meghan Markle.
Chris Cornell.
Yeah.
I've never seen them talk before.
Have you ever seen Suits?
Oh yeah, I saw a bit of Suits.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it's weird to see
where she
Meghan Markle
derives
in
from.
Suits for
Oh, is
like
she in that?
7 seasons.
Good on her. Get
Yeah.
it, girl.
Yeah, Suits is
Oh,
crap.
There's another character that we haven't spoken about,
Oh,
which is
there is.
Verne Troyer.
Verne Troyer, is he the guy
Who's
who
purely
sings
there to
another
be...
song?
No,
small-
he's
He's
the
like-
small man.
Oh,
Mini-Me.
the
It's
It's
small
Mini-Man,
man.
yeah.
Oh,
purely
and
there
the
to
best,
be Mini-Me.
the funniest
He's
part
the
of
manager
the whole
of the-
movie
of
is
the
the
hockey
one
team.
blooper they show over the credits where they're like, "Sorry,
Yeah.
we've got to take that shot again. All I could see was people's asses," and he goes, "Now you know how I feel."
Yeah.
and then the
And then
crew goes
they
wild.
go crazy, and then it slow fades to black, almost like it's about to show his face saying R.I.P.
Oh yeah, yeah. It is a good little joke to have on the set. Like
Yeah.
I'm glad that he cracked a good one, but it is weird that like the only blooper they show is just one improv off movie line.
Yeah.
And it just stays there after he makes it, and you see all these people like from behind, and their butts are kind of shaking with laughter as he just stands
See a
there
little
like
shit go
feeling-
down someone's leg.
like that. The face that you do after you've made a good joke is really hard to like. It's like this
Yeah.
proud face,
Yeah.
and so you just sit there like. That was pretty good, wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah,
but
yeah.
like it just stays on him for like an extra 10 seconds.
Yeah, he drank it in well.
Yeah.
he really didn't.
His name is Coach Jerkoff, which is meant to sound like
See,
Jerkoff, right?
That is not cool.
But it was funny when somebody kicked him
Who's
into the
Dick
goal.
Pants? There's a character called
I'm guessing
Dick
that's
Pants
one of
as
the
well.
one of the anchors.
Oh,
Richard
yeah.
Pants.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Richard
maybe.
Pants.
And I think pretty early on he's like, Richard Pants. Yes, that's right, Dick Pants. And they really spell it out for us.
So the main like aim or goal for Rabbi Pitka, I'm going to call him, for Guru Pitka is to get on Oprah by fixing this team and
Yeah.
mending the relationship between the hockey player and his ex-girlfriend, and then eventually by proxy become the number one
Guru.
in America or whatever.
Yeah.
And so that's the goal, right? He's constantly trying to get this woman to break up with Lechoch,
Yep.
get back together with whatever the fuck the hockey player's name is, and then in the process make the team better, and then also land an interview on Oprah and become number one. But he doesn't count on falling in love with the owner of the team,
Yeah.
Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
I didn't know what she did. I
They
knew she was
fall in
She
there.
love.
owns the team. Her father owned the team. Now she owns the team, and
Yeah.
the whole of Canada hates her because she
Toronto
essentially-
hate her because
whole
she's
of Toronto hates her because she's
running
fucked
it into
the
the
team
ground.
Oh, yeah.
So
'cause she's-
what about the part where Verne Troyer's sitting down on his legs? I think in that position. What do you call it when you fold your legs? Lotus, yeah. And he finally gets up at the end. He goes, "Oh, if I sat like that any longer, I would pop my dink bag."
I don't know what that means. What's
Yeah.
a dink bag?
I would pop my dink
Ball
bag.
sack?
Yeah.
But for a little
Yeah.
person to say that, it's like, oh, yeah,
yeah.
they probably have different anatomy to us.
Yes.
Like, they probably do have a dink bag.
We have a small person at my, like, just outside my workplace.
Oh, yeah,
He's a bit of a grumbler.
He's a growler.
He's a growler.
It's probably his dink bag needs checking.
So
I
what
did
about-
like it when, what is his name? Werner Herzog? Or what was the little
Verne
guy's
Troyer.
name? Verne Troyer.
Rest in peace.
I like it when he gets hockeyed into the hockey net. That was really funny. Do you remember
I
that?
mean, like, that was
Oh,
him
yeah.
in
It wasn't
the
him, it was
Austin
a-
Power movies and in this movie. It was just like,
Yeah.
all right, let's knock the little man off
Yeah.
something or throw him into a
And
hockey.
I'm pretty
really
sure,
funny to see.
I believe Mike Myers in real life became really good friends with Verne Troyer. He's in those movies. They worked with each other for years. He put him in this movie, finally gave him dialogue. But there's still parts where he like first sees him and he does like what he does in Austin Powers,
hilarious.
where he does like
Still
the
funny
the
too.
mole where he like just can't not, so he's just looking
Yeah.
at you and he's like, "You're small, you're small." Oh, like,
It's so funny. It's a good bit.
It doesn't.
I don't know.
Austin-
It felt very just like insulting to be like,
It is insulting. That's
and
why
so
it's
obvious
funny.
as well, like so just
It's
like a
that
cheap
internal
thing.
monologue you have when you see someone with like a weird deformity on their face and you don't want to look at it. It's funny because we all go through it because we're all attractive, able-bodied people. You know what I mean?
But Mr. Guru, throughout the film, also just makes tons of like childish jokes to people. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they're feeling down or blue, and he'll just say some stupid knock-knock joke or something.
Oh, there's one where he goes, if your Uncle Jack helped you off an elephant, would you help your Uncle Jack off an elephant?
That's good. I think that one made me laugh.
There's one where they're in
Oh,
the,
there's,
I'm laughing at
I've
it
got a
now.
line that I wrote down here. I don't remember what the context was, but one character says, "What's wrong with shark skin?" And then another character just says, "More like gay skin, am I right?"
Oh, what does that mean?
It was just like
Just
a
a
really,
non-sequitur.
really bad joke. More like gay skin.
yeah.
I think it was Austin Powers' character, or Mike Myers' character.
No, it's Austin Powers' character.
Um,
Look,
remember-
I don't think this movie was like that. Like, I would say that again, we talked about this last pod, but I don't remember Gold Member very well, but I found this funnier than Gold
I
Member
agree.
from memory. This is pretty
I
funny.
totally agree.
Yeah.
I think it was
I mean, it's-
better than Dodgeball.
Oh, the middle song he sings is more than words, and he sings it romantically.
Yeah, what is that?
More than it's like this duet kind of thing, is it? Or it's like a
I
more
kinda
than words
recognise it.
can more. Yeah, I don't know. Like he sings it to Jessica Alba, and it's all romantic and shit.
Yeah.
Let's bring up two additional things we haven't mentioned. One is that he has a chastity belt.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That was installed on him when he was a kid, I think, by
Yeah.
his
Oh, yeah, so he comes all the time.
No, he gets a boner and it
and you hear
tings
this
against
tong-
the metal.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, and so Jessica Alba will be like, "Hey," and he'll be like, "Oh, she'll maybe get a bit too close or give him a hug," and he'll be like, "Ding!" Oh, I can't.
And then he also has to turn her down because this is the moment where we're meant to feel sorry for him because he can't like, I don't know, like make out with her, I guess.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh no, I can't. And then she feels like she's turned down. It's like, no, you don't understand.
It's
Jessica
not you.
Alba.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, it's such a shitty moment in the movie. But then there's another thing where the crux of what's really affecting the hockey player man is that he can't stand up to his mother. And that's also what's destroying the relationship. So he needs to stand up to his mother to overcome his major problems.
Yeah.
And then she'll take him back and he'll feel empowered and he'll be good at hockey again.
Yeah.
I don't.
And that's what Rabbi Pichter needs to solve. Rabbi Pichter,
You know how
need
we
to-
talked about there being the John Oliver character who's kind of like the side man, the manager, the business guy or whatever.
Yeah.
There's also an actual like assistant guy
Yeah.
who is an Indian guy
Oh,
who
yeah.
He's
has
the-
like even less of a character but just like sings the songs with him
Yeah.
and shows up every now and
Well,
then.
he's the
he's
angel,
the
and
angel
John
on the
Oliver's the
shoulder. That's
devil.
right.
Yeah.
But
And so John Oliver's pulling it, and what happens is, just to speed the fucking narrative along, is that in order to expedite this and get onto Oprah sooner, he skips a couple of the letters in drama, which is his 5-stage process, DRAMA.
Yeah.
He skips a couple of these, one of them being actually having his client confront his mother and get over this. So he says, oh, you know what, don't worry about it, you're actually fine, go back and play hockey. And it works a little bit, but the angel on his shoulder is like, you didn't follow the process.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, John Oliver's like, nice one, now we can go and
Yeah.
go on Oprah.
Yeah, because Romany Malco's hockey player does start to perform better at some point. And at one point they go to a bar and Daniel Tosh and Ron Hubel come up and they get into this fight. I found this fight to be really funny. Just like, I love a good...
Something was funny about this. I think the resolution was really funny.
So they're all fighting. It just turns into like a classic, everybody punching each other. It cuts to Mike Myers just being bashed by two like 10-year-old girls in pink dresses, just like beating the shit out of him for no reason. It's just like all physical comedy. They end up being like thrown out these windows at the end.
Mm-hmm. But then the four of them that were fighting all have a laugh together.
Yeah. Oh no, and Ron Hubel's got like this big bit of glass in his head.
Piece of glass in his head and he pulls it out and they all laugh.
I didn't even see Rob Hubel in this movie.
Yeah.
I must have missed this scene altogether. It sounds funny. It was pretty. I love a fight scene.
There's also a scene where I can't remember why, but they're on the ice hockey rink. It might be in front of everybody, or it might be on like a training day. And Mike Myers walks an elephant onto the ice hockey rink, and then he has
that's the climax of the game. That's how he distracts puts in a good mood.
For distract. You've got to distract yourself, which I don't know if that's really
This is just before he does the penalty shot at Justin Timberlake at the end, I think.
Yeah, true. So it's,
Mike Myers brings on two elephants. They fuck on the ice.
No, hold on. They fuck to the song "Baby Did a Bad Bad Thing," which is even more weird. It's just like, why is that the one?
That was very funny.
Like Mike Myers is like doing his classic sort of Austin Powers, like, ooh.
Yeah, but he's on the elephant as it's doing it, and so it keeps showing him being like, whoa, like bucking the elephant.
Sort of half like trying to stop it, but also half enjoying the fact that
and then you just hear whoever sings that song, I forget his name.
Chris Isaac.
Yeah. You ever been the one and the two and the breaking into, which is just like such a weird song for...
It's the horniest song that elephants know.
Yeah.
Our friend Adoido used to love Chris Isaac, and he would just put on Wicked Game all the time.
Wicked Game. Anyway, they distract him. Romany Malco hits the winning penalty against Justin Timberlake, and they win the game.
Well, yeah.
And then Mike Myers gets his chastity belt off, and they all sing the Joker. And I think the reason they sing the Joker is just to explain why his character's called Maurice Pitka. Because there's a line in that song that's like, some people call me the space cowboy, you know, and then he goes, some people call me Maurice. And his character's been called Maurice this whole time. I feel like he just named him Maurice so he could sing that song.
Okay.
There's one other scene I want to mention, which is for some reason Mike Myers' character is like, I got to go spy on Justin Timberlake, maybe to get to know him and see what he's at. So he like goes to his house, and he's doing stupid dances in his underwear, and there's like a guard rooster on the deck of this house, and so Mike Myers has like a really stupid physical comedy scene where he sees this rooster and it like zooms into his face and zooms into the rooster's face, and then the rooster jumps on him. And you know those shots where like there's someone holding like a toy rooster, like a fake rooster, and someone's just throwing feathers on them and he's holding it to his own throat and like shaking it as if it's getting him? Yeah, that happens, and then he shows up all covered in like rooster feathers and shit.
And then Justin Timberlake's character is like, what did you do to my rooster?
Yeah. And it reminded me of the scene in Gold Diggers where the house, the gardener is choking because they've been poisoned.
Oh, that, yeah.
Because it's like there's the two characters in the foreground. Behind them is a glass door, and it's just like a funny scene going behind them. As they don't know.
Glass door death is always very funny.
Classic glass door death.
I really wanted Justin Timberlake to be funny in this.
Well, Justin Timberlake
was a
is
shame.
Good-ish in The Social Network, and he's
not very funny in The Social Network.
No,
but he was the charisma in the whole.
Good. He's very good in the Trolls movies
and Shrek 4 or whatever.
Oh, is he?
He's also quite good in the music. In
the songs. Yeah. Really funny songs. Sexy Back. Yeah. Remember in Sexy Back when Timberland comes in and just tells you what the next part of the song is?
Well, he doesn't just tell you. He tells you. He instructs you on taking it to whatever that part of the song is.
Take it to the chorus. Yeah. Take it to the bridge.
Yeah. It's like it's our job to do that.
And I was like, I thought, wait, did you say take it to the bridge or take us to the Matthews Bridge, which is where Fred Durst used to ask John Otto to take us?
That's right. At least he specified who would be taking us
and to which bridge.
That's right. Justin Timberlake has some funny songs. I'll agree with that.
Yeah, Love's toned. I mean, when has love ever been toned?
Love is toned.
When is it ever? It's always quite flabby in my experience.
I think that she knows.
I think that she knows.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Anyway.
obviously, as I mentioned at the beginning of this podcast, the high watermark of Mike Myers' career.
Is that
Yeah.
a thing?
A
What does that
high
mean?
watermark.
A
So-
watermark
the
is
wa-
something that you... What are you talking about?
The water raises to the top of the swimming pool, and then as it evaporates...
You're using the right phrase.
No, because as it evaporates, it would leave a mark. Okay. All right. Okay.
We know
Let
that.
me just say. No, like a dam. You know, a dam has a watermark on it. It shows you where the water has been at its highest point because it leaves a mark there. That's a high watermark. So
I'm not sure
I
about
don't know
this.
what
I
else a
can't
high
buy it.
watermark could be. I
You haven't got
honestly
buy-in
don't
from
know.
The truth is that this movie did really badly. No one liked it. It got 14%. Mike Myers did not write and star in a movie since, and it's been 13 years.
Until now, I'm happy to announce that the Crazy Frog movie is being released tomorrow, and I'm in it as John Oliver. And here's my audition tape. I'm John Oliver, and I think that politics is good and capitalism is bad.
Well, hold on a second.
There it is.
How can he be John Oliver if I am John Oliver? I mean, really, Donald Trump tries to enact an executive order and it's
The difference between your impressions are, one, you get the voice much better. Two, you're able to pull the kind of specificity
Yeah.
that I'm unable to. I just said the word politics.
Yeah, you just said
And commented that it is bad.
that's the mark of a true impressionist.
That's true. I don't need funny quips. I just get straight to the...
And while we are pontificating, on the malfeasance of Morgan's
What's he
great impression
doing?
here, absolutely
Ah.
beautiful, I would like to get you in an armbar and take you into the ring,
It
slam you down after a YM wrestle brand.
Well, step into the ring, my friend, because as my name is Olivia
Olivia John
Olivia
Oliver.
Newton John
That's
Oliver.
it.
I'm hopelessly devoted. I've got chills.
I'm John Travolta Oliver.
It's John Travolta Oliver Stone. Have you seen my movie
It's
Wall
John
Street?
Travolta Oliver Stone.
John Travolta, Olivia Newton, John Stone, Jon Snow.
I gotta be honest, this movie was not that bad.
It really wasn't.
I saw this movie in cinemas
And be honest.
with my partner, who I'm still with, and we rewatched it together.
And you put that down to watching this movie together. That's why you're
It's-
still together.
The fact that the Love Guru kept us together for all these years is magical. And yeah, we watched it and we were like, look, it's not great, but it's still watchable
I
and
reckon
fun
it's-
enough.
it's-
It's not too long.
It's better than Austin Powers 3. We did Austin Powers 3 review okay?
I think it was pretty
get
in the
panned?
middle. Maybe like 60% or something.
Look,
off the
it's
top of
better
my
than
head.
Austin Powers 3. It's as... see, people will not like hearing this, but I think it's as good as Wayne's World.
Ow!
Morgan, I'm so sorry.
Not like hearing it. I don't,
Wayne's World's fine,
Wayne's
but
World is
it has
fine.
as much dead,
Yeah.
boring
Yeah, I don't.
space as this did.
Wayne's World is not.
The only reason
good.
I'm watching any of these movies is for the gags, and they're
Yeah.
the good
Yeah.
gags are distributed 10 to 15 minutes apart,
Yeah.
and that's about the same cadence that the good jokes are delivered in Austin.
Yeah.
No, Austin Powers is a little bit more bang for your buck. Although I did rewatch the first one recently, and I don't know, maybe it was because I'd drunken 12 beers beforehand, and it was 1 a.m. and I needed to go to bed. But
He didn't like
maybe
it
it
as much.
wasn't. No, it was fine.
One's pretty good. It does have one of my favorite jokes of all time, which is when they're playing poker. No, they're playing
Yeah, blackjack,
blackjack,
yeah.
and the guy gets to 20, and number two's got an eye patch. He can see through the cards, and he's like, "Hit me!" And then
Yeah.
the guy's like, "You have 20." He's like,
Yeah.
"Hit me!"
And he goes,
then
"I
gets
like to live
21. He's like, "I like
dangerously."
to live dangerously." He's like 21, and everybody claps. And then
Yeah.
Austin Powers has 5. He raises an eyebrow, and he goes like, "I'll stay, sir. You have 5. I also like to live dangerously." It's the best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. There's a lot of
who
good
does
jokes.
number 2 work for,
Yeah.
which is fine.
That's
I like
also
that. I don't like
that comes straight
What
afterwards.
did you
It's
eat?
pretty good.
There's one joke in there where Dr. Evil's just on a spinny chair and he loses control and he spins around over and over again and then he stops and he just has his hands down in like that when you're really nauseous and you're trying to like and he just goes, he's just spitting on, like holding spit down and going, okay, sick as a dog now. That still cracks me up.
Yeah, it is good. And even just Will Ferrell's
I think when I
stupid
first-
death.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell.
Oh, I'm
Ferrell
very
plays-
badly burned, but I am not dead. Yeah.
And he wears a fez as well, which
Yeah.
makes it super funny.
When I was a young lad coming up and first saw those movies, I didn't realize that Mike Myers also played
Yeah,
Dr.
I didn't know that
Evil.
for a long time either. Yeah, maybe by the time the third one rolled around, where he was playing Fat Bastard and Gold Member as well.
Fat Bastard is very funny
God,
as
so
well.
Yeah.
that's why
Just
I
the
didn't like
idea
that
of a
movie. I didn't
character
like the
called
Gold
Fat
Member
Bastard.
character.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's
not
definitely
funny.
not as good as any of the others. And I don't really think this Guru character was that strong of a character
It
either.
wasn't strong, but it
Yeah.
was just Austin Powers.
Yeah,
Again, it was the same thing, except it was Indian.
he was pretty likable. He was kind of fun the way he would
think so.
kind of tickle people and do these jokes to him and
Yeah,
get
you
people-
liked him.
Yeah.
I liked him. Me and him are going to hang out this week.
Something about this kind of movie, it doesn't feel like they really make these anymore. There was a stage where you could have like a top star, like a Ben Stiller or a
You could
Will
have a
Ferrell,
Zoolander. You could have an
and they
Austin
would basically
Powers.
just do a character in a funny wig and an outfit, and you could like do the voice
Maybe
like
a
that
little bit
and
of
quote it.
blackface.
Yeah, back then you could do a little bit.
Kenny, the Australian guy,
Yeah.
the toilet man. Haven't seen that one. Nugget.
But I just feel
See,
like
the reason I think that that's the fast food one is because, you buy chicken nuggets from a fast food place, and
yeah.
whenever you say nugget, I just think of a chicken nugget.
well, it's
I'm
because
hungry.
Stephen Curry is in both of them. And
Well,
they
you know
came
what-
out
you know what
within, like,
songs
a year
Curry
of
is
each
also
other.
a
You know what
food.
song's in the
Yeah.
takeaway? You know, I'm lazy. I like to get funky. I like to get
That's how
down.
over-
That's how
28
over
days?
Stephen
Hell
Curry.
yeah.
That's
And
Stephen
Apollo
Curry,
440.
and he's got bongs and stuff, and he's just rolling out of bed, scratching his stomach,
that's
burping, and then
it.
Vince
Yeah.
Colosimo's coming and says like, dun, 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 dun,
What
Yeah.
a juxtaposition!
That's the opening montage,
That's
isn't
so
it? Yeah.
good.
I'm lazy. I like to get funky.
I like
Dun,
to-
dun, 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 dun,
These two are so
dun.
different. Does one run a restaurant and the other one runs a fast foodie, or
think
does
they both
do
work at
they
the
both
same
work there?
restaurant.
But it's just
They run restaurants next to each other, don't they?
No, I think they both work at the same one.
But
and
they
then
don't get along,
The
right?
competitor is somebody else.
Well, no.
altogether.
Oh, no. It's like a McDonald's guy comes in. He starts a
Oh, they are,
McDonald's type
they are
franchise.
competitors, and then the lesser of two
Yeah.
evil. Or,
Yeah,
know,
they hate each
common
other.
enemy.
They hate
Yeah.
each other, but then they
they
get
have
the common
to
enemy.
put
They
aside their
band
classical
together.
/ 28-day music tastes
Yeah.
to actually run a fucking small
Everybody
business.
rip it up.
What is
Yeah.
the?
Oh, hold on!
last-
I have a memory of Hayden coming to my school when I was
I have a
about.
memory of Hayden coming.
Yeah, I was about 10 years old, and you must have been like 12 or 13.
Sure.
You came to my primary school
I
and
came, all right.
performed 28 Days Rip It Up
Yeah, bro.
on like the. I don't even think you were on stage. I think you were just on the floor, and you
I
like
mean, on the floor.
like on the floor
it
of
was a
the
hall,
of the
right?
hall.
It didn't have
yeah.
there
a
was no
stage.
stage.
Yeah,
Like,
no, our stage at Gilmore had a.
why
floor.
didn't they put us
Had
on
a
the fucking
Yeah.
stage? What a bunch of fucking
don't know.
cheap cucks.
What the duck?
We were just sitting on the
Yeah, I
ground.
remember
legs
that. I also
folded.
played Turn Up Your Stereo
By
by
Yeah,
Eskimo Joe.
turn up.
That was on their first EP before even
Was
Girl
it?
came out.
Was it really?
It was not even
I
on their
could
first
never
record.
wear that sweater. I could never.
see my girlfriend,
Yeah.
You're
Then I-
listening to Triple J.
Then I also have
We're
a
taking a trip down memory lane, going through all of your
Memory
favorite
lane.
Eskimo Joe songs.
know.
We've got Eskimo
You
Joe
know.
here himself. Eskimo, why are you fucking so
Yeah.
cool?
Do you
Well,
guys-
I reckon that the funniest thing about mental
Black
illness.
fingernails, red wine. Where does that come from? What does it mean?
Morgan, do you remember in high school when Hayden got on stage in the talent show and just went ring ding 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 ding?
yeah. Big Night Out.
Oh,
Chisholm High School, we
Night
used to
Out.
have a talent show called Big Night Out, which was kind of like Big Day Out, but like better and like more well known.
Let's count through some of the hit performances that I performed there. There was "Don't Forget Me" by the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That was a banger. Gib was on the guitar.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it sounded like. Sweet Child of Mine, I'm pretty sure. No, maybe I didn't play it.
I don't think
You know what I like about Gibb is that he played an Ibanez guitar, and now his musical act is Gibbonez, and I just think that's pretty cool.
I don't think he actually performs under that name, does he?
Yeah, and I don't think he played many Ibanez's either.
Oh, no, he definitely loved Ibanez.
No, he is Gibbonez.
He performs under Gibbonez.
Yeah, he's Gibbonez.
What a nice man.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah, cool guy.
But I think
His
the last
dad was Greek and probably part of the mob in Greece and like flee. Oh, I shouldn't put this on the podcast. Don't worry.
Yeah.
he fled Greece.
Point is, he threatened me because I put dreadlocks in his son's hair, and he was like, "You're not a poof, are you?"
Whoa!
He didn't say that. Not in so many words.
You're not a poof, are you?
My son, he doesn't do things like that. I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? He asked me to dreadlock his hair.
You're not a poof.
I don't even think dreadlocks are they
I
a
think
gay
it was
thing?
more the idea that I was touching his hair and doing his hair.
You can do it if you're not a poof.
Yeah.
I don't want you
And
to
then
be
he'd
a
also
poof.
like berate me for an hour and a half about like how much he loved. Who's that like electronic classical The Four Seasons guy? Because I made dance
Vince
music.
Colosimo.
Yeah, Vince Colosimo. He loved Vince Colosimo.
I don't know who you're
Actually, you know
talking
what he did like? He liked who's that comedian?
about. Ostentatious.
No, not ostentatious, but fucking
Fiona O'Loughlin.
I don't know if he actually was a quote unquote wog or he was pretending to be a quote unquote wog was his bit. What's his name? Fuck. Australian comedian.
No, not Con the Fruiterer.
Not Con the Fruiterer. I think he did music as well as
Not the Wog Boy.
not the Wog Boy. Do you know who I'm talking
music.
about?
Are you talking about the
music.
one from
No, he was a comedian. Maybe he didn't do music.
Nick Giannopoulos, maybe?
No, not
No, that
Nick
is the
Giannopoulos.
Wog
A bit
Boy.
earlier. I think he didn't actually. Yeah, I don't think he actually was like of European heritage.
Effie.
Not Effie.
Yeah.
You've got your finger on the pulse though.
Acropolis now, something.
Yeah, but it's not Con the Fruiterer.
It's not.
Mark Mitchell
He was an
pretending
actual.
to
He
be
was an
Greek.
actual comedian. Like his whole comedic like bit was like that he was. I want to say Greek, Greek immigrant to Australia.
Fuck, I used to
What was
hate
his
watching
name?
like the Melbourne International Comedy Festival, and there would just be like, and it's not that I dislike any of these people, but they would go into their stereotypes so hard. Like that would be their
Yeah.
whole thing. There would be a gay man, and then there would be a Greek person, and then there would be an Asian person. Like, I don't dislike any of these subcultures,
Oh,
but
sure.
that
Yeah,
would be like
sure.
their
We're buying
entire
it.
thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you do, especially if you're on the gala. You get like 5 minutes, right? You got to just be like, this is my persona. This
Yeah.
is my one thing.
You can't get away from who you are, but I don't know. You know, like there could just be stuff that everybody could because otherwise you're either we're laughing at something that I relate to because I am also of that subculture,
Or I'm laughing at it.
Or I'm
'cause
laughing at
outside
it, yeah, 'cause
and
you're
I agree
teaching
with
me
the
something about it.
stereotype.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't we all just get along, basically? I wish comedians would just say that when they get up on stage.
Costa, someone Costa.
Oh, yeah.
Someone Costa.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
there was Costa Zoo, the boxer, but I don't think that's the one.
I think you are onto something there. And I think the last character-based movie that was ever made was the latest Borat movie.
True, yeah. He's still doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do you think Mike Myers ever regrets not going in the hidden camera style mockumentary and being like the Guru Pitka, you know, just running around and doing crazy shit like Sacha Baron Cohen does?
He probably played with the idea for a while. I reckon.
Yeah.
I'm always interested in those failed experiments that actors and comedians go on.
Do you remember a few years ago when Mike Myers, unannounced, became the new host of a remake of The Gong Show in the US, but he was doing it as a character and not telling anyone it was him? And it was like an old English guy, and he had full prosthetics on, like a fake nose and a fake chin. And they were just like, it's the new host of The Gong Show, and this guy's called like Tommy someone. Let's just say Tommy London. And then he just did the whole thing in like an English accent and just never said that he was Mike Myers for like the first few episodes.
Oh, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, it didn't last long. Will Arnett was like a producer on it, maybe one of the judges. But yeah, it was just like one of those weird things that ABC did. This is like 2 or 3 years ago. This is recent. Yeah.
That's quangers. I do
This is
remember.
driving me fucking insane.
I remember when we had a late night TV show that was a cartoon character.
Oh, I remember that. No, yeah, it
Oh,
was like
David
an
Tench. David Tench.
Tench. The
All right.
Tench Report.
It was
or
called
something.
Tench Tonight or something.
What the fuck was that shit?
Oh, I also remember that Kanye West was in the movie that we were
Oh,
discussing.
yes.
Oh, that's right.
Because this was famously after the
did.
George
Yeah.
Bush doesn't care about black people Hurricane
When-
Katrina thing,
they
which
were
was Mike
doing
Myers and Kanye West.
Yeah, yeah.
So they
That's what I
they
thought.
played themselves, right? Like Mike Myers
Yeah.
and Kanye West,
And they literally
Yeah.
just high-fived and hugged, and it was like...
just to be like,
just
don't-
for us to be like, oh,
Oh,
they're friends.
Yeah, they're getting along now.
Yeah, hey.
I don't
Yay.
think Kanye was ever like, and George Bush doesn't care about black people. And you know what? Fuck Mike Myers too. Mike Myers just had
Mike Myers just had an expression on his face.
of his like, oh, he's not
what's
reading the
happening?
prompter, but it's my turn to speak again, so I'll just read the prompter again. And if you can please donate any money, yeah, that's such a good clip. But yeah, they got him in just to make amends for that. So that's why this movie is so important. Things like that.
Yeah, I mean...
Jessica Simpson was big at the time. She was on Newlyweds with Nick Lachey.
She was big. She was getting big, if you know what I mean. Like,
Cool. Morgan.
Well, look, I'm going to give this movie a 7.2, and that's not out of 10. I mean, it is, but not your classic 10. It's out of a 10 that we've been sort of sliding the scale on since we started this podcast. So compared to all the other movies and how they've ranked amongst 0 to 10, I give it a 7.2. Now, if I was to put it in real world terms, like to put it up against movies like The Matrix,
The Baby Matrix.
The Baby Matrix 2, Baby Matrix Reloaded, Matrix Redubbed, I'd probably give it about a 5. But yeah, I'm gonna say it's 7.2. Entertaining, not too challenging.
Some of the movies we've watched have been too challenging.
Yeah, this one wasn't too. Well, actually, yeah, because you're like, what is that? What are they trying to do? You end up thinking
I
harder to try and
remember
make
his
up
name,
for it.
Andrew Denton.
He was.
He's taking my leg and
I'm taking your leg. I've taken
well,
your
it's
leg.
not just that he's pulling it; he's actually taken both legs.
I'm going to take your 7.2, Morgan.
Yes.
And I'm going to call you by lowering your bet and saying I give this a 6.2.
You're lowering my bed.
Your bet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Okay.
that's driving
Now,
me
Hayden,
crazy.
if
I
you
wish
were
I
to
knew.
give
I'm
this
sorry,
something
I just
out of
looked
10,
at my
yeah.
phone for like 10 minutes trying to find this fucking dickhead.
Did you just search Costa
I
Australian
just
comedian?
searched 90s comedian Australian wog.
And did you find the ones we suggested?
Yes.
Nick Giannopoulos, Effie,
Yes.
Con the Fruira.
Yes.
Costa, there's some Costa out there. I know there is.
I don't know if it is Costa.
Kosta.
I have to message Gib and ask him. It's going to be a hard fucking message to send after 10 years of no contact.
I don't think so.
Is it Michael Costa?
not.
Is it Costa Georgios?
No.
Probably was just
I don't think
known
it is
as
a Costa now. It was a Vince someone.
Anyway,
Vinny.
what'd you give
Vinny.
the Love Guru out of 10?
5.
It's just a flat 5?
It's fine. It's good. It's
Yeah.
funny. It's better than a lot of shit.
You
we've
guys
watched.
think Mitch would give the Love Guru?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I had some
guys,
problems with it, but
Okay.
All right.
Come back to me.
I feel like the movie was okay. Let me just set the scene.
What do you guys think the Crazy Frog would give this movie?
I would think you'd give it a ring-a-ding-ding-ding-ding. All right. Take us out, Sally.
Who's Sally?
You guys.
Oh yeah, Sally.
Sally Sisters.
Well, I've been.
Hold on, wait. Should we talk about what we'll watch next? Because there is a...
Thank God, I didn't know what I was about to say.
Sally sisters?
Where have you been there? Sorry, Morgan, I interrupted.
Hello, everybody. Oh, it's just air.
Is that Arrested Development?
No, it's The Simpsons.
Oh,
he's
okay.
trying to get a baby to laugh when he's taking a photo. He's like, I'm going to put some helium in my mouth. Hello. It's just normal air.
So tune in next week for more Simpsons quotes.
Yeah. We've obviously gone off the list. The next movie that was on the list looked like extra bad. Like
What
just
is it?
It was a drama film. I'll get it up in a sec, but I just remember looking at it, having never heard of it, knowing nothing
you were
about
really concerned about Killing Me Softly, and that was one of the best films we've seen.
it. Yeah, that was actually a
very good
rocker.
movie.
This movie is called Constellation from 2005. So the next
shit.
episode, we're going to do Constellation from 2005. It's a drama film that was released in 2007. What the hell? It had a French premiere. It's
more French gay
It looks like it's an African American movie starring Billy D. Williams.
Is it French? Is it African American?
Zoe Saldana's in it. It just premiered. in
I like
France.
me some
Well, like a
sultana.
sultana.
Okay, I see what happened here.
Zoe Sultana's. Yeah.
So it premiered in a film festival in 2005, but it wasn't released in the States till literally 2 years later.
And I know what the listeners are thinking. 2007? That's like yesterday. Well,
Yeah.
guess what, bitch? That's more than 10 years ago. There's still plenty of trash for us to listen
Oh,
to.
man, there's so many movies.
2007 was, this is my Christopher Walken voice now. I had a gold watch.
That's such a painful voice to hear
Oh,
without
is it?
a pop filter.
Look,
Yeah,
it's painful for me to
say it.
as well.
Your father had a gold watch, and he made me stick it up his ass.
Okay.
Stick it right up his ass.
Okay.
That's Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis.
Oh, remember that movie, Plump Fiction?
Oh yeah, we got to watch Plump Fiction. We got
We gotta stop adding movies. There's still like
Fiction.
30 movies on here. The next one's Constellation. It's set in Alabama. I think it's just not gonna be funny or interesting. I think it's just gonna be a slow, boring drama.
Sick.
But that we must watch it next because we need to tick the list off.
Yeah.
The Love Guru was not on the list. Thank
I
you for
missed
listening.
Baby Geniuses too.
Yeah, and thanks to the winners
miss
of
it
the Gold Diggers DVD, someone sent me the code words. and
Oh,
all
cool.
that stuff. So, yeah,
That's nice.
so
Holy heck. Was it me?
No.
Or you?
it was
What
one of
are
our
we gonna
fans.
do to get our listenership up? What are we-
I don't know.
How do we increase
I mean, I don't like
Should we do
I
it?
don't like
Remember the
watching
good
the
old
movies. I
days?
assume people don't like
Do
listening.
you remember when we had Netflix star Zachary Ruane on our podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
What happened to that though?
Yes, what's he been up to lately?
Well, he's been curating film festivals and
Really?
hosting podcasts about bad movies.
Has he?
Yeah.
That's so strange.
Where did he get that idea?
I don't know. It's almost like he came on our podcast, thought
Oh,
this
he
is a
came
great
on
idea,
our podcast, all right. You know what I mean?
He did.
and then he thought, well, that was really fun. I wonder if I could do that and not have those guys involved at all. Yeah.
And that's to his detriment because it will fail.
It's almost
Yes.
as if his appearance on our show was the highest energy moment that we've ever had.
Yeah.
And he was able to take that energy and just take our format that
Take
we
that energy
invented.
and fucking
Yeah.
put it. Yeah, because there are no podcasts out there that review and relay bad movies.
Yeah.
Oh my god, have you
I'm
guys
not
heard of that podcast where they just watch Grown Ups over and over and over again? I just think that is such a premise. Like,
Isn't it
it's-
called like the worst podcast in the world or
I
the
don't
worst
know.
idea?
Don't care. It's good.
Have you guys heard of Auntie Donna?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
we should try and collect the other two Auntie Donnas onto our podcast.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
collect them
Collect
all.
them.
Yeah, actually,
Oh,
I've got an
no.
Auntie Donna out the front of my work building. It just growls at me all
It was
the
a bit of a grumble bump. And Christopher